Hi, this is Kathleen McGinley from Heart Rock Healing, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. We are going to be pulling a card from the Sacred Path Cards deck based on native teachings to ask, what is it that we need to know at this time, and see how we can apply the lesson into our week. Here's our card for this week. It's the Shawl card, number 35, which is all about abundance and returning home. So what do we mean by returning home? Well, it's about returning home to the place of the heart, okay? It's not necessarily about where you live, because home is where the heart is. And when you think about it, when the Native Americans, especially with the suffering, the loss, and the Trail of Tears, where they had to move from place to place, their spirit lived on. Their heart moved with them because it was all about connecting with Mother Earth and each other. And so when we talk about the taking of the shawl, this is a teaching where what had happened is the red race, after the Trail of Tears, a lot of the red race was displaced, and they were put in the white world, and they were living in clapboard houses and learning the ways of the white world. And some of the red race just could not adjust to this, so they wanted to return home and go back to the traditional teachings. And they would ask permission with the ancestors to come back into the tribe and honor the way of these teachings. Now, understanding that they would not have those clapboard houses and be as warm as they were. They'd be living in these carnies, but it didn't matter anymore. The material wasn't really important to them. What was important to them was connecting and honoring all the traditional teachings of the red race. And so when we pull this card, it's a reminder about the prophecy of the time of the white buffalo, which is where we are right now, because the white buffalo have returned over the last 25 years. And the prophecy was that when these white buffalo calves were being born again, which they are, this is going to be a time that we are going to see the return of the red ancestors, but not necessarily in red bodies, that they were going to be in white bodies, feeling like they're red on the inside, but white on the outside. And these are the people who are here to help people to reconnect, to bring humanity back together again, to restore the vitality of the planet, to share these teachings, and to recognize that we are here to heal ourselves and to remember who we are and what our role is on this planet. And so when this card shows up, we need to ask ourselves, have we forgotten ourselves lately? Have we been falsely judging others and pointing the finger and living in the I, living in the ego, living in the fears? Because taking the shawl is all about covering the we. It's all about living in harmony with Mother Earth, with each other, and reconnecting and letting go of the I. And so we need to just look at returning to the simplicity of happiness, finding the joys again, and getting out of our ego, our fear-based monkey mind, and also by being loving to others who have forgotten their sacred path or their way home. So are you taking the shawl? That's our question. So this is Kathleen McGinley from Heart Rock Healing. I hope you enjoyed this little teaching about the shawl. You can learn more about the shawl on the link below, as well as join Life Talks for Women if you haven't already on the Facebook page. And I hope to see you again next week as we step into harmony together. Namaste.